All right, it says I'm alive. We're going to see how long it lasts. I mainly just came on to see if I could go live and have it stay live. And we'll go see what we can do here. And of course, Tippy wants out on the porch now. Of course. We'll see which one wants to go out next. All right, so this is an unplanned live. I'm just testing to see if I can remain alive for any length of time, since earlier was kind of difficult. So I thought I'd work on this a little bit. I'll round off the sharp indentations. This is a bit difficult to do with this chunky monkey of a marker. We'll see how it does. So I hope at least some of my ideas were shared earlier. I noticed my computer was saying it needed to be restarted because apparently it had run some updates. So maybe that's what was going on, that I needed to let the updates do their thing. So we'll see if that makes a difference. This is neurographic art to try to calm the mind. I think it was Rose shared this to my Facebook group. And so I thought, well, I don't know. We'll see what this looks like. Probably a hot mess. So I'm sure somebody else is on because it's Wednesday. And generally there's a number of people on. I wish I had a pen that wasn't quite as chunky. And I'm sure most people are getting ready for bed. And I don't know if my sound's good or anything. So, yeah, there's that. My sound messed up, and then I froze. And so I don't know if I'm even live right now. And this is just a test to see. If this doesn't record at all, I'll just delete it. Yeah, this marker's hard to deal with. I think this is either mixed media paper or watercolor that I'm working on. I'm thinking watercolor because the marker's wanting to fan out some. And I think I made way too many lines, but it'll be all right, right? So it's been a sad day with lots of videos from Ozzy's funeral. I'm of the age group of when he was really popular, and it's amazing the number of people that have been paying tribute to him. Just being himself. That's the only thing we can any of us do is be our best self. Be the self that reaches a number of people. And the Lord, from what I've seen today, he reached a lot of people. And his music calmed the souls of a lot of people. A lot of people misunderstood him completely and didn't even listen to the lyrics. They just got on that whole black bandwagon of saying he was evil, blah, blah, blah. And if you really listen to the lyrics, though, oh well. Everybody's going to believe what they want to believe, right? And I'm all for you celebrating whatever you want to believe in, but just don't threaten me or condemn me or something according to your beliefs. If I don't agree with your beliefs or anything, that's my own thing. What's that old saying? Everybody should walk a mile in each other's shoes, and their understanding would be broadened. Sorry about the planes taking off, but I am 10 minutes from an airport, so, and it's flight time. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work or not. And this marker is a trip. This may end up being a very dark piece because the marker nib is so chunky monkey that, yeah, it may be a bit of an issue. I want to welcome anybody that's watching. Welcome to my channel. I do a lot of different things on my channel. And he's at the gym, babe. My husband's looking for my son. Our son. Our son.
I know you got those back up. Those are so pretty.
The paintings? They've been up for like 6 months, babe. You've walked by them for the last 6 months.
In the kitchen here?
Yes.
Good job.
Good job. I don't have anybody watching me, so.
Callie said, I'm watching.
Callie's watching me. Yay for my cat. If I didn't have my cat, there'd be nobody here. I'm just trying to see if this is recording at all. Because it's showing that it's moving, but who knows? And, I had the plumber out yesterday, and we got the hall bathroom, fitted out so it's usable again. Hey, Vicki. So we're waiting to see how long it takes Greg, our son, to notice that the bathroom is finished.
It could take up to 6 months to notice paintings.
Well, it took Scott 6 months to notice that I put the paintings back up in the kitchen. That's funny. That's funny. It just proves men don't care what's on the wall.
It proves I'm in busy.
I know. Preoccupied. Well, you do work 2 jobs. And you've been finishing the bathroom. We've been working on floors, our project house that we live in. It's slow going when the man that does most of the work is working 2 jobs. You can't, and hiring somebody's very expensive. So I'll be patient. Everybody says you must have the patience of Job or whatever. And I'm like, I have a lot of patience. Another reason it takes a while is my husband's a perfectionist. So it has to be just right. So it's best that he do it himself, because then he can be unhappy with himself or he can be tickled pink. This is a chunky marker. So I worked a little bit on my cross stitch, and I was going to share that earlier before I started having trouble with even getting on and staying on. So I'll share that Monday. Maybe I'll have some more stitching done. Tomorrow I want to cut out more dresses. I want to cut out a whole bunch of the dresses that I plan to make so that I can put all the ones that can use the same thread together, and I can just sew them one after the other, because then they go really fast. It's the cutting them all out that takes all the time. It's looking like beans. I was watching some reels of like close calls, like people have been posting pictures of that tidal wave over in Russia. And I'm wondering about all of our YouTube folks that live on the West Coast, if any of them were close enough to the coast to be affected by the tidal waves. Because I saw that they were supposed to evacuate the coast overnight, last night. Can you imagine going to sleep and that earthquake happened in Hawaii, and then everybody was supposed to, but everybody would be asleep, it seems, unless they've got, of course, who knows if the weather service actually work for something like that anymore. They've fired so many people. Oh well, I better not get on that tirade. But I want to. Boy, this is time consuming. Especially when you make too many blipping lines. Hi, Janet. I saw that you inspired Kathy to do some avocado dyeing, and she was sharing pictures of her results. You know, that I kind of went overboard. It's easy enough to do with this honking marker. Yeah. It's easy to miss some sharp points. You have to sit back and see where you've missed some. I think next time I'll use a Posca marker. I don't remember the girl I watched that did this. Rose shared it. I think it was Rose shared it to the group. Oops. I'll look at the chat here in just a minute. I knew I wouldn't catch too many people tonight, but I thought, well, if somebody comes on, it'll be all right. And if they don't, it'll be all right. I saw Mary did a video of her time at the lake, that she and brother are having a good time. I bet tomorrow they'll be out on that pontoon boat on the lake. She was talking about the relatives were bringing their pontoon boat up, so that'll be fun. Oops. I think I got a little marker or cat hair or something. It's probably cat hair. If it comes from this house, it probably has a bit of cat hair somewhere on it. Okay, and we'll do these up here. And of course, there's a cat that wants to go out on the porch, because why not? All right, now we got to sit back and see, did I miss some sharp edges or anything? We'll add some color to it now. I guess I'll just use this water brush if I can get it out of here. I don't think it has any water in it. Nope. So, I'm going to go fill this with water. I think it would just make my life a whole lot easier. I know you're supposed to squeeze on these. Whoop! Yep, there you go. All right, now what that gal did is, I did draw it. It's just random lines across, crossing over and stuff. And then you take this and you make like a sun area and with lines out from it. I can't remember the artist's name. Rose shared a link to her, and she did this. And then she took watercolor and she filled in the sections on the bottom to look like ocean, but she did different blues within each little cell. So let's fill some of these in, but she filled in so she'd fill like that one in, and then maybe she'd come up here and fill this one in. And she used all these different blues. Yeah, and then when I pull the tape away, I'll have a nice, sharp edge. I'm not used to using these water brushes, so I'm probably going to make a mess of it at some point. Can you hear me when I speak? Because that was a problem earlier. Yep. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Let's get a different blue and fill in maybe this one. Oops. I'm not putting this blue in any particular place. I'm just trying to spread the different blues around. It does kind of look kind of cool. Yeah, it's been a sad day just watching those reels from the funeral of Ozzy Osbourne. And Sharon looks so frail. I hope she makes it through the loss. They've been married a long time. We're going to mix some of those blues together accidentally. So does anybody have any plans for this weekend coming up? Because I just saw that the high for Saturday here is supposed to be 79 degrees. You still haven't gotten your catalog yet. I've had that one at least a week. Because I misplaced it for a minute. I would love to try some of that Halloween yarn that's on the front, that's in the purple, orange, greens, creepy line. But I don't need to. I need to use what I have. What I ought to do is make a bunch of blankets and give them away at Christmas. That's what I should be working on. But I got to get Project Dress a Girl done first. Got to work on those dresses tomorrow. So you guys will have to, in Craft and Chat, you'll just have to watch me cut out dresses tomorrow. Janet, you should come join us one Thursday. You just have to let Ann or I know, and we'll add you to the chat room if you'd like to come in, chit chat with us. You can just sit there and craft with us and not even say anything. Janice, JL, she comes but she sits and just hangs with us. She's watching her littles until school starts, and so she just hangs with us to hear us yammering and chimes in when she is moved to do so. And you can do that. You don't even have to have your camera on if you don't want it. You can just have your little icon on. You can just be like a fly on the wall. Just hang with us. You don't have to be on camera. We're not going to make you. Let's see here. Ooh, that makes a cool color mixed with the orange on that little plate. Let's use that. And this brush is a cheap one that came with the kit, so it's losing a hair. I was just trying to clean the brush off and created a new blue. There's a hair on there. Can you see it dancing around? All right, so we'll do that one, maybe this one. You should. We don't bite. I'm usually just working in the background too. We're not all chatties. Some of us just like to listen, and we'll join in when we feel the need. But mostly it's just nice to have other women with me during the day, because it's me and Greg and Scott, and then that's about it. My sister has started, my young Robin, the potter, she started back yesterday. She had to go because they assigned her to be a team lead this school year. I think she was less than thrilled about it, but anyway. She keeps telling me how many years she has left. And then, she does the 4 years, 3 months, 2 days, 7 hours, 18 minutes, that. I think she's ready to retire. I know she would love to do her pottery full time, because she would like to do full-on Roman pottery with nudity, not just the safe non-nude things. All right, I'm going to just try to dump some of that off. And let's pick up some of this. I don't know. This might be mixed media paper, because it sure does want to bubble. Really wants to bubble badly. I know on Thursdays, Janice or I will open the room on Thursdays, because Ann usually plays bridge until noon. Just a minute, Tippy. I can hear you digging at the door. Just a minute. Is the sound still okay? Am I freezing up, cracking, or any of that? Cole, I had you out. All right, buddy. Come on. I know there's a toad on the porch. Leave him alone. I don't know how that toad got up there, but every time I put him down, the next day he's back up on the porch. So far, nothing unusual. Good, 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 good. I've got this taped to a craft mat so I can move the whole thing. Let's put a big section of this here. Yeah, tomorrow I'll make my back hurt again and cut out, 4 or 5 more dresses. I basically have about 3 of those paper grocery bags full of fabric to cut out that I've matched up for pockets and liners bodice lining. I've got them all paired up. I just need to get them cut out. And then I'll put the like things together and sew all in that color family at a time. This is calming to do this. It's time consuming, but it sure makes you slow down. Let's see. It looks cool. That is, oof, showing my address. Oh well. Bills I gotta mail. Oh, golly. Scott's been working on school stuff. Sorry, plane going over. Oh my goodness, you guys, quit hissing. Whoops. I squeezed that and I got more than a little bit of water. I can hear Gina. Get a paper towel. Get a rag. Lift some of that water up before it makes a mess. I miss her watercolor Wednesdays. I enjoyed those. That's been a number of years ago. Or as they say now, it's been a minute. I got to turn this upside down and around sideways. Does anybody else do that? Turn your work around and around and around to just get different angles? I'm thinking I might set this aside and just let it dry until tomorrow or so. Let it get good and dry, and then maybe come back with like a white gel pen and just doodle in the cells. That could look pretty cool too. That technically should have been a yellow piece there, but it's okay. I'm sure I could have done this with like Sharpie, not Sharpie. Is it Sharpie? Yeah, I think it. No, Crayola. The Crayola something tips. I could have colored this in with those instead of watercolor paints, but it looks pretty cool. Vicki is asking if Janet is still here. I'm contaminating my paint. Oh, the horror. The horror of it all. I bet Janet Nash is catching up on her Z's. It's probably, what, almost morning for them over there? There's 6 hours difference, 5 or 6 hours. So, well, I hope everybody gets their packages that I mailed out packages to. And they should arrive. I took the ones that were staying in the States to the post office on Sunday evening, but they probably didn't go anywhere, till Monday morning. But, oh, I can't remember which one I was using. That's pretty bad. This set has some pretty blues in it. This is that, what is it, Artesa watercolor blocks. Got them off Amazon, off the Jungle. Yes, Vicky, sorry, cats. Oh, cats. The cats, it's all the cats' fault. And my 2 boys are laying over here on the floor like, don't blame it on us. We didn't have anything to do with it. The first time I went on earlier today, people were saying, oh, your sound is awful. Your sound is awful. So I got rid of that video and I started again. And then it was, oh, she's frozen. And I'm like, oh, I give up. Because I just wasn't feeling it. And then I went and took a nap with Howard in the recliner. Cat naps are the best. Whether you take one or you have one in your lap, they're all good. All right, let's see if I can do this skinny one. Ooh, that's a different one. Oh, well. I don't know which one I was in. This one. I don't want to get too much wet next to a wet area or they'll just bleed into each other. Looking pretty cool. It was all messed up. Well, then when I got that message that it said a system needs to be restarted, I was like, oh, so you ran an update that I didn't know you ran. Usually it, will let me know it's going to do an update. Or maybe I just ignored it. So it's good to know. It was probably because of that I needed to restart. So maybe before I go live, I'll do a restart on my computer from now on, since I'm using my desktop now, not my laptop anymore. I need to sign on the laptop, make sure it doesn't need any updates. All right, I'm just going to blow a bunch of water into here, see if I can